Welcome my friends, Colleen Wing is back in a Destroy deck. I got a spark of deck building inspiration while testing a version of this list that was running Phoenix Force, but I like this version of the deck oh so much better. It is now a honest Destroy archetype building into the Knull and the Death as our big finishers, with Bucky, Wolverine, Sabretooth, all the cards that want to be destroyed in the early to mid game, and then you have Venom, Carnage, and the Deathlock, all the cards that are going to be doing the destroying for us. Yondu is here because he both wants to be destroyed, but is also going to destroy one of the opposing cards. Easy to be able to combo in, fueling both Knull and Death. And then our X Factors are the Colleen Wing and the Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Two cards that I think are severely overlooked in this archetype. Colleen Wing, I love her inclusion so much. If she's able to strike the Wolverine down from hand, that is a 2-cost, 8-hour swing, enormous tempo burst, and because we have the Venom able to preserve the power of the Wolverine in a later game destroy, we get exponentially higher returns if the Wolverine is able to kickstart his scaling, start as a 4-cost instead of as a 2, it feels oh so much better. And then if we're able to strike the Swarm out of hand, we're even better. That is a 2-cost, 10 power tempo play, and we have these 2 Swarm tokens that are both free. We can drop them down and destroy them to be able to discount Death even farther, buff up the Knull as well, or we can simply save them and we could easily find ourselves in an end game position where we have 2 free Swarms, 1 free Sabretooth, and a mid-sized Knull to be able to close out the game with a lot of granularity in terms of where we are deploying our power. But I really love the idea of being able to drop the Swarms down and then consume them in the the Venom, so that we have all the power still on the board, but then you got 2 extra tokens that were destroyed, very cheap Death or very powerful Knull. It all fuels together and it feels great. Oh, Warrior Falls, yes, yes. Free destructions for all. I would place this deck somewhere on the mid-level for the meta currently. I'm not saying that it's going to be immediately a meta monster. Matches up against Bounce and High Evo are still quite challenging, but up against everything else, those matchups are not unwinnable by any stretch. Negasonic is truly your dark horse, your control piece to be able to hold the opponent back in those situations. I think I go Sabretooth here. Might just eat it with the Venom. I go Wave. Invisible Woman Wave. I don't like that. Because all I have... Ooh, perfect. Drop the Knull. So you put down a 6-cost. This is Ultron. This is Onslaught. This is... I don't know. I don't know, and it's surprising that I don't know, but here we go. Colleen Wing into the Venom. Colleen Wing will strike either Swarm or Carnage. We were not able to thin the hand as well as we would normally be able to because of the wave, so here we stand. 50-50. Hey, still hits, still hits. All right, chow down. Now, oh man. Remember that 6-cost that they set right there? Negasonic's gonna blow her lid. And then I said, you? Hang on. Do I want any more power over here? I suppose I could. You're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna buff. You might be able to hold the line. Alright, I'll put the Swarms over here. Swarm, Swarm, Negasonic. And then you guys set over here. The Retreat Master. Does he smell the Negasonic incoming? Most likely not. Flip the Sabretooth, show Wolverine. Shanks, yeah. Buffs us up. Mr. Sinister. We all fight. Wolverine comes back. 25 power Knull. Oh, we got him. Ooh, feels good to be good. Negasonic versus Invisible Woman. That's definitely in our favor. Yondu, yeah, Yondu opening for us. I must say that playing up against a deck that has Spider Ham, quite annoying if they're able to turn either Death or Knull into a pig. All of our deck is synergizing together to be able to prop up the synergies with those 2 finishers. But it doesn't mean that the matches are unwinnable. The two decks that most often run the Spider Ham, Bounce, and High Evo are hard for any deck. I think that we're not necessarily favored in those matchups. But we can still hold our own. Comes down to a lot of, wow, double Sabertooth. Comes down to a lot of play with Negasonic to be able to either catch out the Kitty against Bounce or the big Hulk finisher, or even if you could catch Thor, Lockjaw descending onto the board with the Negasonic, then you can do very well up against High Evolutionary. So we could just do the destruction now. We could do this destruction now. I could set up Sabertooth and then kill him. I could play 2 Sabertooths. If I had Venom in hand, that would make a lot more sense. I think I just go Carnage to clean up all the tokens here. Lockjaw, discard. Now there's a name I haven't heard in a while. We could Colleen Wing here to be able to knock the Wolverine from hand. Could also play Deathlock to be able to kill this Yondu. Maybe I do that. We get him here. He drops the Hell Cow on the Lockjaw. And the slot machine begins. There's a blade. Oh, the Namor was created by the Hubba. I was like, what is he cooking? You flip first. Okay, so here we can Colleen to be able to produce Wolverine to the board. And we can set up the Negasonic. I probably play her mid so the opponent can't swing that, and then we put as much attention on left as possible. Let's see where it goes. You top deck the Hellcow? And you hit the Swarm. No. But there's the APOC. Okay. They're not going to be able to have that.
Enough said, bub.
And he goes to left. I love it. Shoo. Death, Sabertooth. Yeah, I'll just let the Negasonic sit. Actually, you flip first. Might as well play here then. Either he plays and destroys you anyway, or you don't play and I stay ahead. So, here it is. Lockjaw, discard. At least he was able to set up the Morbius, and he is holding the 2 free swarms. They probably run Chavez as well, so the hand is like Chavez, Swarm, Swarm. That's what I imagine. I wonder... Yeah, 1 swarm on the Lockjaw, but now if you discard something, like the Dracula, his hand's empty. Still 22 on left. Oh, we edged them out. And again, I knew this destruction was going to happen. It was just a little bit of a safety measure and playing around the initiative. The initiative dance with Negasonic is always a very delicate one. To my mind, Negasonic up to 5 was exactly what the doctor ordered. Being able to get that just a little bit of extra power onto Knull feels that much better. Super flow. The combos here can go crazy. There's a Venom. You do play into Shang-Chi by building the big Venom. At the same time, if they Shang-Chi your Venom, then they play into your Knull. So it all comes back to you on this one. Having Knull with that safety net when the opponent throws Shang-Chi feels great. The swarms all get buffed. Venom goes. There we go. Colleen Wing casually producing 10 free power in hand with the Wakandan Embassy helping out. Vulture slides across. So many people playing movement now. I'm shocked. Last month it was not popular at all, and now people are like, yeah, I want to play move. Move sounds good. I don't know what changed. This is only turn 4. But I think I am going to play Death left. I mean, the opponent's putting up quite the stack of power. Move is not always able to fit Shang-Chi. Some versions do. Plenty do not. Buster the monster. If you don't want to run the Negasonic, you could run Shang-Chi yourself, and that is a juicy target. Knull is salivating over that one. Let's see. I think that we hold the Knull back and we just go like Deathlock. Deathlock and Negasonic over here. I could also fit the swarms in right now. Just be like, yeah, I produced 20 points all at once. What's your turn? 5. Cloak mid. Forge for a buff. Get that out of here. 26 power Knull. Pretty sure I handle anything that you slide mid here, even with Vulture and Craven scaling. Here comes Craven and Vulture. Miles still triggers even when he's on the board? I don't remember that being the case. Rosa Heimdall! Open up Bifrost! It's close, it's close. Man, Move has some tricks.
Victory.
Man, playing this deck just makes me excited for the future. With X23, Dakin, Lady Deathstrike, all on the horizon. Man, the possibilities of what the Destroy archetype is going to be able to do next season, incredible. Especially with this being the baseline, and this is good. Throw you. There goes Storm. Nah. I always kind of like it when the opponent storms Dream Dimension, but here we go. What do we see? You get Mantis? I get She-Hulk? Alright, I think we won that one. Interesting. I could play Venom. Make myself more vulnerable to Shang-Chi, but I make you into a 14 and you into a 3 cost. So I'd be able to play Death and then I'd be able to play Knull. That could be good enough. I mean, I have the opponent's already getting good value from Shang-Chi, so what does it matter if I consolidate yet further? I could play Shang-Chi right now. And I actually wouldn't mind if they did. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Good job, buddy. I'll just replace that with a bigger card. Why don't we? And you can regret playing Shang-Chi so early. Iron Lad Fishes. What kind of list are you? Spider-Man? Sure. Whoop. Gonna make sure that that one falls our way. There we are. So here is the deck in all of its glory. I actually do like this deck better than the Deadpool and the Nimrod versions of Destroy right now. The Negasonic can just do wonders, especially if you're getting into Conquest, where you're getting to learn the opponent's deck, be able to predict their key cards, and then try and snipe them out or restrict them on the final turn. I feel like this card has this is the skill ceiling, this is the skill expression in the deck. Everything else plays pretty straightforward. If I play the tempo cards, I destroy the tempo cards, and then I drop my finishers later on. But in finding the right timings for Colleen Wing, for Negasonic, and then for working in the other pieces, capitalizing on locations, that's all what that's the portion for your skill expression. So if you guys pick this deck up, I hope it earns you many cubes on your climb up to infinite or infinite tickets. Until next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.